Hello, everyone. This is Dragin, and we're here today with the Nintendo Partner Showcase. It actually played earlier today. I was at work all day, so I kind of missed the initial broadcast of this, as you might expect with that kind of situation. But oddly enough, I didn't really see a lot of spoilers or stuff. Usually, the reason I don't do these reactions normally is by the time I get to them, everything is big has already been revealed, but I didn't see anything on this, which either means that this was not that much in depth of a presentation, or I just wasn't following anybody that cared about it. So we're going to go ahead and give this a watch here and see what they have to show here, and I'll put in my own thoughts on it, I guess. So let's go. As a reminder, this is a partner showcase, so it's all third-party stuff. So, wouldn't be any Nintendo specific announcements here.
Deep in
Well,
space,
this is old school
a research
looking.
station was suddenly struck by a cosmic storm. 15 years later, its survivors are living peacefully. But the threat of another cosmic storm is coming up fast.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I've seen this one before. Yeah, this was on a different presentation, I think.
And Omura, two young explorers, must now brave galactic dangers and save all that's left of their home. Teamwork is key in this two-player co-op adventure.
Alright, this is a co-op game, isn't
You'll
it?
need a few tools to survive. The scrap hook grabs and moves platforms so you can carve a path forward.
It's kind of like that, what is it, Split Fiction that I've seen some people play, in a sense.
And cool down scorching surfaces. And the beam
I do dig the
cannon
animation
burns a
style on
stream
this,
of
though.
Super hot heat to destroy obstacles, open doors, and more.
Though I don't get to play very many co-op games, so I can't really say too much about the actual gameplay they're showing here.
While exploring, you can encounter strange life forms, or opt for a detour and take a little travel break. With GameShare, two players can adventure together locally or online if one person has the game. Can these
Probably
two
a good idea for a
explorers
co-op
save
game.
their home? Orbitals launches exclusively on the Nintendo Switch 2 system this summer.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to today's Nintendo
Hello.
Direct Partner Showcase. In this presentation, we'll be focusing on games from our publishing and development partners coming to the Nintendo Switch 2 and Nintendo Switch systems. What you just saw was Orbitals, launching exclusively on Nintendo Switch 2 this summer. We hope you're looking forward to this intergalactic co-op puzzle adventure. Okay, let's take a look at some upcoming Nintendo Switch games.
Okay.
In the waters of Issei Bay, on an island where legends of mermaids have been passed down, a tale of mysteries and curses stirs. The latest Paranormacite mystery adventure is coming to the Nintendo Switch system. The story follows Yuza Minakuchi, a boy
I
who
don't
works
know
as
if
a
I've
pearl
heard of this
diver.
series before.
One day, while gathering on the seafloor, he encounters another version of himself. This
That's always a
phenomenon
problem,
is
isn't it?
Just the beginning. Soon, other strange incidents begin to plague the island. A girl with no memories, strangers searching for treasure, and a housewife investigating victims of drowning. Speaking to those involved is a natural part of the investigation, but you'll also need to search deep within the waters of Issei Bay. As each of their motives intertwine, the story connects to the mermaid legend told centuries ago. Paranormasight, The Mermaid's Curse, launches on Nintendo Switch, February 19th.
Huh.
Pre-orders begin later today on Nintendo eShop. Battle for World
Not sure what to
Glory.
make of that.
A new Captain Tsubasa game is kicking its way onto Nintendo
Captain
Switch.
Tsubasa.
Choose from a roster of over 110 characters.
An anime of some kind. I don't really know anything about it, though, other than it's a sports anime.
The original work, as well as newly
At least I
added
think it's an
special
anime.
moves
It
that
looks
give
like it
passes,
probably was.
dribbles, and tackles a boost. Go on the offensive against elite competitors as you aim for victory. Gear up for sensational soccer action. When Captain Tsubasa 2 World Fighters launches on the Nintendo Switch
Sounds
system.
more like a fighting game than a soccer game, but...
Next up are games heading to Nintendo Switch 2, including some games that will also be available on Nintendo Switch. A life or death fight for survival begins. It was a normal day until a cave-in befell the city of Tokyo. As the dust settles, our protagonist, Anne, discovers an underground world deep below the metropolis. But she's not alone. Creatures called Xeno populate the unknown expanse. If you're found by a Xeno, it's game over. Fighting is not an option, so quick thinking and decision-making are vital to your survival. Analyze their patterns and find the best route to make your escape. Activate traps in each area to lure and ensnare any stalking Xeno.
I am not a fan of stealth games.
And by using GameShare, up to 4 players can share controls, including Anne's movement and camera adjustments. Whether locally or online.
That sounds
coordinating with
confusing.
your friends is key to making it
That really
live.
sounds confusing.
Survive the subterranean depths in Tokyo Scramble, launching exclusively on Nintendo Switch 2, February 11th. Pre-orders begin later today on Nintendo
Yeah,
eShop.
this is kind of thing would... I am not a fan of stealth games at all.
Your Viking spirit.
I'm not very good at them.
Battle, build, and conquer in this massive survival game. How you go about it is entirely up to you.
Okay, I think I've seen this before.
You
I
can
think this is
start
on other
by
platforms
gathering
already.
materials around the woods. Fashion a bow and arrows.
I think I saw some other VTubers playing this one, but...
With an axe, you can chop trees to build a house.
Or at least something that looked like it. It may not have been the
Don't get
same
hit
game,
by
I don't
falling
know.
trees. Build pillars, install beams, construct walls, make the roof, and even add a fireplace. Now you're safe, even from the cold. Wait, is this ventilated? Don't forget the chimney too. By upgrading your crafting stations, you can make items of higher quality.
Like that's actually a problem?
And once you've built a ship, set sail on the high seas to reach new lands and create even more strongholds. Plus, up to 10 players online can explore this vast world together. Now, go forth and survive in Valheim, launching on Nintendo Switch 2 this year. Find your way forward in these games.
Up, down, left, right.
Return to the kingdom of Hollow Nest. and
Oh,
fight
yeah,
back
Hollow
the
Knight.
infection in this upgraded modern classic. Dodge, dash, and slash through this 2D.
I've
action
tried
adventure
to, like,
platformer.
start
Now with
playing
enhanced
Hollow Knight
visuals
at
and
least
improved
3 or
frame
4
rates on
times,
Nintendo Switch 2.
and I've just never
Equip
gotten very
charms
far
to
in it for
enhance
whatever
your
reason.
abilities And deal magic damage using upgradable spells.
Which is strange because I enjoy things like the Metroid games, but a lot of other Metroidvanias I just have a hard time getting into for some reason.
Heroes when Hollow Knight Nintendo Switch 2 Edition launches on Nintendo Switch 2 later today. Nintendo Switch 2 players who have Hollow Knight on Nintendo Switch can upgrade to the Nintendo Switch 2 Edition for free with the upgrade pack.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I have it.
eFootball, reborn from Pro Evolution Soccer, is coming to Nintendo Switch 2. Build out your club.
Oh, geez, we've reached the bottom of the barrel, stuff I don't care about.
In World Tour mode.
At least with the anime soccer game, that at least looked more interesting. But yeah, simulated sports games are not my thing at all.
Play with friends locally or online to prove who's at the top of their game. Experience the excitement of soccer.
Actually, most simulation games, even the non-sports ones, gonna have that same problem.
Kickoff launches on Nintendo Switch 2 this summer. Travel through 4 ages in a brand new HD 2D action RPG.
Okay, yeah, this was announced before.
The hero Elliot's own time. The age of reconstruction, when humans nearly went extinct. The age of magic, a time when spells flourished. And the age of budding, the birth of human civilization. In each age, the scenery and citizens of Elliot's hometown will change. You can also obtain some weapons and magic unique to certain time periods. A story spanning time will soon begin. The Adventures of Elliot, the Millennium Tales, launches on the
This looks like it
Nintendo
could
Switch
be
2
interesting.
system, June 18th.
Kind of reminds me of like the Mana series and some
With
games
Super
like that.
Bomberman games from the Super NES era.
Oh yeah, Bomberman.
Super Bomberman.
I don't think I ever played very many of these. I remember like renting the original NES game as a kid, but I never really played the series extensively.
The Famicom versions of Bomberman and Bomberman 2 are also included. Plus, there's a brand new Boss Rush mode, as well as game share support. Super Bomberman Collection launches on Nintendo Switch 2 and Nintendo Switch later today.
Huh.
The unknown journey continues. The second entry in the Final Fantasy VII Remake series is coming to Nintendo Switch 2.
Okay, yeah, I kind of figured after they released the first one that the second one was inevitable. And I won't be surprised if the third title is released on the Switch as well, whenever it comes out in the future.
Traverse the planet on chocobos, wheelies, in a buggy, or other modes of transportation. Team up with allies in battles, blending action.
I've never
and
played
strategy.
either of these, though. I've never got around to them.
On the story. There's also
And
boost
despite
functions
some of
to
it's a
make
good
combat
game, I
easier.
just never was the hugest fan of it compared to I think a lot of people
Various
are.
Activities scattered across the world, allowing you to take a break from the action.
Your mind.
And as you interact with your allies, their affinity toward you will grow and impact how the story unfolds. What fate awaits Cloud and his crew in their pursuit of Sephiroth? Final Fantasy VII Rebirth launches on Nintendo Switch 2, June 3rd.
Yeah, I kind of
Pre-orders begin
figured that
later
it would be
today
like
on Nintendo
a really
eShop.
short turnaround time since both games were already released for some time now. So I believe the first game didn't release that long ago.
While investigating a lunar research station, an injury befalls spacefarer Hugh Williams. With him is Diana, an android called a Pragmata.
There you are. All better.
Classified as unauthorized intruders, the two are targeted by the station AI, which sends enemy bots after them.
Come on, gun work.
These bots have near impenetrable armor,
I think I can help.
but with Diana's hacking skills, you can break down their defenses.
Initiating hack.
was that?
By moving the cursor through panels toward the green goal, you can hack the enemy bots.
There's no time to explain. Shoot now.
Once their weak points are exposed, fire away.
I hacked it.
Depending on the nodes you pass through, you can modify the damage and effects of a hack.
Huh.
Each split
That's an odd way to go about that.
Change the outcome of battle.
Energy levels.
What truths will the two find in this AI-controlled lunar station?
So it's not one of your bot buddies?
Overdrive protocol. Initiate.
Yeah, baby. We did it! This is how we say, good job.
And what will Diana learn on this journey? Pragmata launches on Nintendo Switch 2, April 24th. A demo will be available later today on Nintendo eShop. We hope you're looking forward to fast-paced combat and exploration with the unique combination of hacking and shooting. Let's continue with more headlines.
Not particularly my thing, but looks neat at least.
Journey to the Lost Lands. Become a legendary
This
Turok warrior.
oh, it
in
is
this
Turok.
intergalactic
Okay.
Action shooter. To stop an alien threat from destroying all human life, you'll journey solo or with a team of warriors online and battle all sorts of primal creatures in ferocious combat. Swap between first-person and
Never did
third-person
ever play
perspectives as you
Turok, but
unleash weapons, melee attacks, and special abilities to devastate foes. Extract DNA from fallen enemies and the environment to upgrade your arsenal, evolve your mantle, and unlock even more abilities called Echo Syncs to gain a greater edge in combat. As you venture across breathtaking worlds, you'll unravel the mysteries that ultimately hold the key to saving humanity. Turok Origins launches on Nintendo Switch 2 this fall. Uncover the truth of Xanadu.
Xanadu?
In a Japan where Kyoto is the capital, another world exists that's encroaching on our own. A world where monsters roam free. A boy named Ray must use his newly awakened powers against the threat as he joins Hirasaka Academy, a school for gifted students. The Academy's goal? Conquer Xanadu, the great labyrinth rumored to be the origin of this other world. While traversing the labyrinth, hone your abilities and reshape the terrain to expand the range of your exploration. Then, take on dangerous enemies in 3D action RPG combat. Use your powers to overcome
Okay,
foes.
so it's got a blend of like traditional side-scrolling platforming
Outside the
action
labyrinth,
game
improve
plus
your stats
some 3D battle
and
stuff.
spend time with your friends as you prepare to conquer Xanadu. The battle between man and monster begins. Discover the truth when Kyoto Xanadu launches on the Nintendo Switch 2.
Oh, it's put out by the people
Nintendo
that
Switch
do
systems this summer.
Trails, so it's one of their games. It
Check out
does look
these
like their
anime
style.
games.
So,
It's time to evolve in the latest Digimon story game. One day,
I was eventually thinking about picking this one up, but I just never got around to it. And it's hard for me to play these type of games on my PC, so the Switch will probably make it a lot easier for me to play it.
through the human world and digital world.
I'm too used to the hybrid play of my Switch compared to
And
my
on Nintendo
PC.
Switch 2, you can select quality mode, playing in 4K at 30 frames per
Outside of
second.
14 in the rare game, I very rarely play a full game like a full long game on my PC.
Digimon Story Time Stranger launches on the Nintendo Switch 2 and Nintendo Switch systems July 10th. Pre-orders begin later today on Nintendo eShop. An adventure set high in the sky is soaring in. Form your
Ron
party
Blue
from a
Fantasy
roster of over
Relink.
20
Yep, I
characters,
know that
each
name
with their
from
own
my
playing
raid group.
style.
Never played anything related to it myself, though.
Channel the power of teamwork and summon mighty primal beasts to vanquish your enemies. You can also team up in local or online multiplayer. Grand Blue Fantasy Relink Endless Ragnarok launches on Nintendo Switch 2, July 9th. The latest Monster Hunter Stories game.
Okay, yeah, this is
flying
Monster
in.
Hunter Stories game. I know a lot of people that are excited for this. I just haven't had too much luck with enjoying Monster Hunter, even though I did try when the recent one came out. I just couldn't get into it.
The lands lie on the brink of disaster. Monsters are on the verge of extinction. And the riders
Though this is more of a RPG story version of Monster Hunter compared to the hunting gameplay of the mainline series.
March 13th. A demo will be available later today on Nintendo eShop. Save data can be transferred to the full game once purchased. New titles are joining the archives.
Archives. Oh.
Rave Racer, published by Namco in 1995, speeds into the
I
arcade
unfortunately
archives
remember
to
that this thing exists.
aiming for first place
Used to
in
see
the
this
race
all over the
against
place in
Guru.
arcades back in the 90s.
And get ready for a new line of home console titles. Console Archives is
Console
on the
Archives?
way. Doraemon,
Oh. Gameplay only available in
Sonic
Japanese.
Wings Special,
Flashy 2D shooter from the back of the day. They
and
used to have a
more
lot
will
of
be
these.
Released over time. The first wave of Console Archives titles includes Cool Borders and Ninja Gaiden 2: The Dark Sword of Chaos. These titles will be available on Nintendo Switch 2 later today.
Old school beat 'em up. I think this has been released a few different times, actually. Another Eden. So some type of indie RPG of some kind, looks like. Reanimal. Another survival game of some kind. Sure, the guys in the Discord will be happy for that. Why does this look like some type of mobile, one of those mobile ad games? Disney Dreamland Valley. Beats me. Fuel set beginning, some kind of card game thing mixed with I don't know what's happening. Code Simulator 3. They're the third one?
Wake up, little June.
Let's make some noise.
Tales of the Rise. I've had some trouble playing the Tales games lately, so I don't know what to make of that one.
We found another body. I need your eyes on the crime scene.
When a string of mysterious deaths occurs across America.
Oh,
FBI
this is a new
analyst
Resident
Grace
Evil
Ashcroft
game.
is captured
I'm
by the
sure
suspect
Henya will be
investigating
playing
the case.
this along with a lot of them, but
What did he do to me?
attempt to escape, Grace comes up against unknown threats. A limited supply of healing items and ammunition are at her disposal. Will she confront the threats head-on, or save her ammo for the next encounter? For Grace, impending doom is always close at hand. Meanwhile, another agent working for an anti-bioterrorism organization is also on the case, Leon S. Kennedy.
6 survivors of Raccoon City, all dead from the same thing.
Yeah, that name's familiar for me, even though I've never really played the series. I know of him.
Attack, then strike to break the stunned opponent's stance in close quarters combat. He can fire from a distance using handguns and rifles, or use an enemy's weapon against them. Leon has a varied arsenal of attacks at his disposal. This
So
game
Grace
features
seems
both
to have
third-person
the
and
standard,
first-person
like,
camera
survival
perspectives,
hoarder gameplay
and you
for
can
it,
change your perspective
while
every
Leon
time.
is a little bit more action-oriented, is basically what I'm taking from this,
Multiple
but...
difficulty options available, including a mode for less experienced players that features aim assist. Guide Grace as she attempts to escape unprecedented terrors, and Leon, who relies on strength to carve his own path. What will they discover when their fates intertwine? Resident Evil Requiem launches on the Nintendo Switch 2 system February 27th. Pre-orders are available now on Nintendo eShop. Resident Evil 7 Biohazard and Resident Evil Village will also be available the same day.
Yeah, a lot of Resident Evil.
Waits, whether you play these games or Resident Evil Requiem first. Plus, a Nintendo Switch 2 Pro controller featuring original art is releasing alongside the games. Amiibo figures of Grace and Leon will also be available this
Resident
summer.
Evil amiibo
You can
figures?
scan them to receive in-game weapon skins. Resident Evil Requiem, the latest entry in the Resident Evil series, is launching later this month. You can also look forward to a creator's voice video featuring a member of the Resident Evil Requiem development team. The video will release in the near future. Next is our last announcement.
Hey everybody, from all of us here at Bethesda Game Studios. If you're like us,
Hello,
Nintendo
Todd.
has meant so much to you from your early days of gaming to now. It was incredible for us to partner on the original Switch, and it was just such a great piece of hardware and also so personal when you play. We're excited to finally bring a number of our franchises for the first time to Nintendo. We hope you all enjoy the journey.
Vault Dwellers, welcome home. Fallout 4 Anniversary Edition is emerging on Nintendo Switch 2. Scavenge, shoot, build, and create alliances as you reshape the wasteland and what remains of civilization. Every choice matters. Fancy yourself a smooth talker or pining to pump up your power armor? Choose from hundreds of perks that fit your playstyle. Every road leads somewhere new, from the heart of Diamond City to the shadowy corners of forgotten vaults. The Commonwealth is packed with stories waiting to be uncovered. In addition to the base game, experience 6 official expansions and over 150 Creation Club items to expand your adventure. Grab your Pip-Boy and traverse the wasteland in Fallout 4 Anniversary
Never
Edition.
played a Fallout game.
Launching on Nintendo Switch 2, February 24th. Pre-orders begin later today on Nintendo eShop. The year is 1937. Sinister forces are on the hunt for an ancient power, and only one person can stop them.
Watch me.
Embark on a globe-trotting cinematic adventure in Indiana Jones and the Great Circle.
I didn't actually know
Set
this was a
between
Bethesda
events of
game.
Raiders of the Lost Ark and the Last Crusade. Indy will journey around the world to uncover the mystery behind the Great Circle. From the pyramids of Giza to the sunken temples of Sukhothai and beyond. Use your wits to infiltrate historic areas and solve fiendish puzzles. Or use your whip to face off against dangerous foes and explore a world full of daring escapes and unforgettable encounters. Adventure calls when Indiana Jones and the Great Circle launches on Nintendo Switch 2, May 12th. Pre-orders begin later today on Nintendo eShop. Explore the vast landscape of Cyrodiil in the Elder Scrolls IV Oblivion Remastered. Experience this
Okay, yeah, I kind of...
open-world RPG.
I know
now
this
on
was
Nintendo
remastered
system
not
for
very
the
long
first
ago.
time.
But this is also another series I've never really
Freely
delved into
customize
one
your
way or the
character
other.
to match your playstyle. Then adventure amongst an unforgettable cast of characters
By the grace of the gods, I serve Tambriel as her ruler.
and fight back the Daedra to close shut the jaws of Oblivion. Master ranged or melee weapons, wield powerful magic, or use stealth skills to best your foes. In this remastered version, character models, weapons, even rocks and sweet rolls have all been meticulously recreated. Combat animations have also been updated to give them a modernized touch. Plus, the Shivering Isles and Knights of the Nine expansions are included alongside the main story to take your adventure even further. Step through the gates once more when The Elder Scrolls IV Oblivion Remastered launches on the Nintendo Switch 2 system this year. We hope you're excited for these games from Bethesda Softworks. That's all for today's Nintendo Direct Partner Showcase. Thank you for watching.
Well, that was that. So I guess I'll just give my final thoughts real quick here. So about what I sort of expected in general. These partner showcases are never huge announcement streams, and there's never really a whole lot. I have very selective taste these days. I don't venture into as many different genres as I once did, just because as I've gotten older, I've kind of just been more selective in regards to what I play. So I kind of always expect there's only going to be a game or two here. I am curious to see how a couple of these play out and see if they're worth picking up at a later time or something like that. But that's kind of that was today's partner showcase. So I'm out. Thank you for joining me as always, and we'll see you next time.